folks. It's 3:20 a.m. Tuesday, December 12th, 2017. Excuse me, we got sniffles today. Excuse me. Be saying that all through the video. 320, 0 completion, 2 understanding, coming together, compassion, unity. 3 people coming together. Excuse me, that's what the rest of my life is. What little there is. 320, 0 completion of giving you the understanding you need, show you how to find it for yourself. And then 3 is people getting together. And that's what's happening. Those of us that are awake and alive are just starting to warm up. Excuse me, those of you that are awake and alive are going to be very involved in changing the world. Metaphysically speaking, we're a dead society on this planet. We were made like that, kept like that. Excuse me. A lot of people say truth eventually wins out. Well, not when the strongest thing or what's controlling everything desires it not to. The thing is, now they're dead. And the perpetrators of their abuse, the original first angels, they're dead too. The few that are left have been, taken care of properly. I mean, in a very kind manner. They decided to become individuals and not go out of the way to abuse everything. Excuse me. They did what they were told. They were sentient slaves, sentient robots. Anyway, coffee talk. I'm being bothered hard by little stuff everywhere. I know how to make espresso just the way I like it. Okay, we have a nice machine. It's entry-level, high quality. Okay, $600 machine. It's one of the few things that Deanna and I do for ourselves. If you knew how much money goes in and then right back out to everything else, especially feeding all these worthless lawyers, man, it's incredible. I understand there's good ones, ones that are worth a damn, but it's amazing how many lawyers are trash. It's just like mechanics, automotive technicians. I was one for, 30 years or something? When I used to work for other people, people come in and say, I want Jay working on my car. I had to close down my own shop when I had it for a couple of weeks, maybe once in a while for surgery. Folks, this body's sick. It's hurting. It's been that way for a long time. But not like, when I say a long time, it's a few years. It's really been bad off. So anyway, people would be mad when I closed my shop because the car needed work and they had to go somewhere else. It's like, hey man, don't yell at me, okay? I was in surgery. It's amazing people sometimes how they can be. But when you have the understanding of how things always have been, what people have been put through, what people are being put through still today daily, it's not what it used to be, but see, the old system's already set up, even though the original first being male and female have been completely destroyed, deleted. And almost all the original angels are deleted. They're gone, they're dead. They can't abuse you like that anymore. However, the system is still here, and the system is still operating almost on its own. The only one here trying to help you right now, for the most part, is your spirit guides. That's another reason it's so important for you to talk to them. Excuse me, that's why those rune cards I made, Jared's Runes of Awakening. Jared's me, J. Arae, Essex. It's actually my legal one of my legal aliases. I have two. My legal name is John Essex, John David Essex, but I have two other legal aliases, J. Essex and J. Arae Essex. It's on legal documents everywhere. While we're hopefully enjoying a cup of coffee or water or wine, whatever, together, this coffee talk thing that is a variety of things. Now, for those of you that have been listening to me for a few years now, this is important. It's an important video, period, but you'll understand it. Those of you that listen because you want to learn and understand things for yourself, I don't tell you to get on your knees and pray here. There's no such thing. It's insanity. We've all been made to do it, and what's been making us to do it is dead, gone. But still, the system exists. It needs to be deleted, and it will be. But there's something going on that I need to tell a lot of you about. Excuse me. Today's a rough day. Things have changed for me recently. They changed maybe 2 weeks ago. You know, I have no collection of time like that, and for me to try to stop and go back and look, it's difficult. But right now, I'm in a lot of pain. I don't feel so hot. But I had mentioned that Lily's main focal point, the heart of her focal point, the strongest part of her focal point, is still it's not only exists, but a large piece of that part of it came right up to me about 2 weeks ago, something like that, a week, I don't know, 2 weeks. When it comes to stuff like that, I have to ask Diana. But or take the time to research when it happened, and who cares? Anyway, the thing is, it was recent, and when I saw her, I knew who she was immediately. She is powerful. She looked like a combination. The image she gave me to allow me to perceive who she was, it's energy. Energy doesn't have any physical form. When's the last time you held up two open wires that were connected and they weren't touching to where you could see the sparks jumping? They're just open. Can you see the electricity that's there? No. Sometimes I can. If I relax and focus, it's right there. I say sometimes because I don't care. That's silly to me. People have expectations for things that are not legitimate. Like a video I just did about failure. It's an expectation of them failing. People, those worthless concepts, they hold no truth. They have no validity. And the true reality, what's the true reality? What I tell you? No. The true reality is what exists everywhere. I just help to get you there. I help you get there to see it for yourself. Excuse me. I do that every once in a while. I'm getting rid of garbage spirit. Anyway, I mentioned the espresso machine that we had downstairs. When I pulled the filter out, the puck that's in there actually stuck to the top of the machine. And yet it wasn't touching it, so it went under and then pressure. When that's physically, known physics, that's impossible. Excuse me. Yet it happened. It's little stuff on the other side going nuts. They're like little cockroaches running around, which is what I want to talk to you about. This Lilly coming. She's serious. She knows where I belong. Folks, this is like a school we go to. I got to leave. I got stuff to do. Let me tell you something. Karma wears overalls. That's a fact. Captain, thanks, man. Appreciate the hell out of it. Cool family member sent me a cup. He's a real good man. All of us have been hit hard, but the children of Lilly and Arae, who are actually a part of them, they've been hit harder than anything else. So many of them are corrupt, arrogant. They're sick. There's such a mess to clean up on the other side, and I will, sooner than expected, which is what I want to mention here. I was talking with Amy, one of my lawyers, yesterday. She's so nice. She when I look at someone, I look down right into you. They say the windows are the eyes are the windows to the soul. Sorry, folks, I'm having a hard time. Well, that's because your energy comes out through your eyes. Your spirit talks through your eyes. This opposing lawyer in this lawsuit, that'll be over soon. He's one of my kids, and when I sat down, he came down the big building downtown. He comes in, he's like this, and he's trying to be really in control. Thought that was funny. He looks right at me. I just stared at him, eye to eye. And so he couldn't look at me. And I just stared at him, and then he looked up again. He goes like this, and he couldn't look at me 3 times and backed away, and then I looked away from him so he could look at me. He thought he was going to give me a head trip. Well, hey, Bubba, that didn't work too good, did it? Things were made this way on purpose by that original first being, what people have been calling God. It's dead, that's over, it's your turn now, it's your time. Anyway, getting back to what's going on. Lily's main focal point, what there is of her that's around me, that just came to me, and immediately all the other smaller parts of Lilly, they started freaking out, because she came in and she immediately went into me. I saw her, felt her. She's more than welcome. She's my other half, and she really just started working on me hard and taking down my body. My throat started swelling. It builds up like a yeast infection in there. It's when the bacteria are made to turn against you. My heart hurt even worse. I got to go to the doctor today. There has to be a medical record of everything I'm doing. I use medical equipment to prove I can go in your brain anywhere I want. You could be on Saturn. I've done this, gone to the Saturn space station out there and gotten into people's brains and cranked them up. I'm a freak. I'm supposed to be. I was made to be. You want someone to protect you? You know what? You know what you want? 2 things. The biggest, baddest son of a bitch there is, and number 2, the thing that cares about you more than it does itself. Excuse me. People, a pencil is a pencil and a shovel is a shovel. So what? Neither of them are better than the other. You try writing a book with a shovel. You try digging a hole with a pencil. We're all different. We have different purposes. Nothing's better than you, but you're no better than anything else either. Until we can accept that, we'll never find happiness. We'll never find true understanding. We'll never find tranquility and peace. I don't run around say, look what I am, what I can do and everything, because it's not there. I tell you, look, this is possible. A lot of people over the years, have told me in consults and in person, Jay, it's when I met you on the internet, you just tell it like it is. You just say it. There's no special nothing. That's a bed sheet. Okay, we're doing something back there, but in the meantime, you have a clean sheet of nothing, of relaxation behind me, so it helps you listen to my words. Oh, everything should be pretty and laid out. Deanna really made some beautiful work here. If you could see what's really in there, I always want to get some lights and show you all the animals, the brush. I mean, she's an artist. She's incredible with that stuff. That's the only thing about having this here I feel bad about. But anyway, she works so hard. I don't think I don't. Deanna doesn't want shit for herself either. Except to be able to go to sleep, get some sleep, have some food to eat, and every once in a while have a glass of wine. She and I get a nice bottle of wine every once in a while and split it. It's not much in a bottle. Anyway, back to the Lilly thing and the gist behind this. The reason why I call it coffee talk is so that people don't want to just connect to it and just listen for something about ETs and stuff. If they want that, they'll just go somewhere else, so they know ahead of time. Although a lot of my coffee talk, we talk about our friends from other planets. They're in and out of the house here a lot. We've turned around and bumped into them. You can't see them. They can be somewhat pretty damn solid, and you can't see them. You bump right into them. Hit something physical. You'll see an indentation in your arm. It's incredible. Anyway, I keep getting away from the topic, but that's because there's such a wide variety of things I talk about. There's so much going on, and it all comes together. It all flows in and out. Somebody said, wow, this Jay guy, he's a mastermind putting all this stuff together about ETs and spirituality and all this other stuff, self-help, and, he's just a motivative talker, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No, it's just, I'm talking about what I see, what I understand. So you have an idea of it, and I help you develop yourself so you can see whatever you see, so you can understand whatever you understand. My name ain't in there nowhere, folks. Anyway, once again, back to Lilly. She came in and she meant business. She came right up to me, looked at me. That was the only hello I got, and she went right to work. The power in her was obvious. The image she gave me, it was like a human robot, but it was human, but with a body that doesn't belong on any planet. She's powerful as hell. She came in and immediately started attacking my body, taking the body down further, so this body will die quicker. And that's in one of my videos recently. And as soon as she did that, the other lilies, the small parts of Lily, of different focal points of Lily, started floating around, coming up to me, giving her a hard time. She just ignored them. She's strong. There she is, finally, the woman that can kill. She's strong. Anyway, she came up and immediately started going to work. The other lilies started freaking out. And then the source animals, they got all not freaked out, because they don't. I'll be damned if they didn't come close to it, man. They were just freaking. They were just like, whoa. So there are my Black Panthers, a few of them I talk with. These are people. They're spirits, sentient energy. And they're source family. They're something that came from me a long time ago. We're very close. As spirit, when the time's right, you can release, and you're strong enough, you can release part of your own spirit to become itself, so that it's an independent being. Anyway, they were kind of freaking out, like, what's going on? And I got hit with, I don't know how many of them at one time, 20 something of them, 30, just coming right at me, hitting me like this. And Lily's main focal points working a crap out of me, and all the other lilies are freaking out. Everything was upside down. But this Lily, she's stronger than anything else except me. She just came right up and just started going to town. And she said the thought process, the understanding, the feeling behind her, that's enough. That's enough of this crap. You don't belong here. You need it elsewhere. This is insanity. You're leaving. So she's made some abrupt changes in what's going to happen with me in the very near future. So that's what I wanted to talk about. One thing, after this Lily had been here about 3-4 days, I think it was on the 4th. I had this image in my head. I was just relaxing. All of a sudden, here's this image of this Lily's main focal point. She's just walking this way, and here's all the animals, the source animals, just quietly walking in line right behind her. And the message there is that, they're all in line with what Lily's doing now. It's funny how nothing is as people have been told. I imagine this, I imagine that. Well, you probably have an image. Imagine has image in it, begins with it. Something is put in your head. The thing is, you have to see things for yourself. When I tell you something, you take the thought, so you have an image or a thought in your head, and then you make up your mind what you want to do with it. Over the years, people have understood, this Jay guy, I don't know what it is about him, but everything he says, almost everything he says starts making sense. Everything he says of hard impact, creation, what's going on with it, it all makes sense. That's because I'm standing at an intersection, watching cars going by and telling you about it. Now, this is not a AJ video, okay? Trying to get you to understand who you are, where you came from, why your lives are the way they are. We have good moments, but basically they suck. They're supposed to, so that you get abused. Your body gets abused while you're in it. And then when you come out, when you release from the body, you expand a lot instead of a little. All that stuff's in the books. So anyway, Lily's started taking down my body harder now. Part of my time and money's going to be freed up. I'm about to have some money dumped to my lap. a large amount that's overdue. And what I leave behind, karma's a bitch. The thing is that change happens. That's what matters. I'll have time to finish that third book and get it done. Wrap things up here in a couple of months. So, then maybe have a month or two to relax. I'm too sick to go anywhere or do anything. That trip to Hawaii just almost killed me, man. It was nice, but it was painful as hell. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So, those of you that have been watching a long time, I wanted to tell you about that. Things don't change until they're allowed or made to change. And the door's been open, so change can happen. But until Thor's hammer busts this big cement table that is the old foundation, the old format for creation, until that happens and someone stands in its place, it's never going to change. I don't belong here. As far as lives go, as far as time goes, I'm the oldest thing there is. Anyway, those of you that want consults, it might not, if you can do it, it might not be a bad idea to do that as soon as it's possible. Stones. If I showed you how much stone just is in just this one room, I had to have the foundation beefed up down here underneath this part of the house. Is funny. There is so much star arsenite, dragon egg star arsenite. Dan and I have a piece of crystal dragon egg star arsenite. It's a huge chunk of crystal, folks. That's a fallen star. That has part of Gaia, a little bit of Gaia's energy in there because she went into it. But it's star energy, and it's. Wait a minute. Let me kick back a sentence or two here. It's got star energy inside it. Okay, there was a huge star that wasn't that far away from Gaia. That was from the very beginning. And this crystal dragon egg star arsenite is a huge chunk of that star that finally overheated, condensed, and then blew up. And it took some remnants of Gaia with it. Gaia's planet was destroyed before the star that its sun ever before the sun ever went out. So that's why the stone is the strongest stone there is in creation, period. So do you and I have one piece of that? It weighs over 170 pounds. 180, it weighs over 180 pounds, something like that. Yeah, it's huge. I've shown pictures of. I had to build a take some 2x12s and put them together, 2x10s, whatever it is, and put cross braces on them, nailed together, and use that with 3 come-alongs to get it into the back of my truck. We have a good bit of that stuff. There's a certain place it all landed. And there's another huge one out there. Deanna, get that later. Not as big as this, I don't think. Maybe about, it's huge though. That stone is extremely strong. But anyway, so Deanna has all kinds of stone here. But the stuff here at the house, she's got well over a ton of it. A lot more. She has tons of stuff, finished stones and stuff, and every bit of it's cranked up. So after I'm gone, she'll keep making spheres and jewelry and stuff. I say keep making spheres. I make the spheres and do the consults. Dana will be doing some consults with Siobhan and stuff, but she's got so much to do, and there's a lot of stuff coming. So, but anyway, I wanted to tell you that she's got enough stone to make 1,000 spheres, easy. She understands stone energy too. So, that part of all this, we'll just keep going forward. And now I can finish. I've, been writing the third book. Oh, the second book, folks, the creation, Its Journey Evolving into Paradise. Please don't, unless you want to buy it to have one of the original ones, like collecting them, because I know a lot of you do that. And the evidence is right there. I know it. You've actually shown it to me, and thank you for that. But unless you want to have one of the original ones, the second book, this what I just put in, I'm waiting for them to send me the finished copy, and I okay it, and then it's for sale. Don't buy the one now. Wait till this new one comes out. I've finished fixing a lot of typos. I'm sure there's still some in the new one. It's hard for me to read like that, but I had to go through the whole book as best as possible. There's sometimes I knew to just go through certain sections, and then boom, I'd stop somewhere. I'd look at it, I'd see the problem, boom. All of us are more than what we are. This thing in the body, that's not us, you're in the body. When we drive a car, all of us gets in the car. But when you're put in a body, that car, you can't hardly fit in it. It's like you got a little pinky going through the sunroof. But yet, you're committed to that car, and it's like the rest of you falls asleep. It's screwed up. That's all changing. So anyway, the next few months I'm going to get everything wrapped up, and things get fixed from the other side. The only thing that hopefully is important to you is that you become yourself. That's what all this is about. You becoming yourself, finding out who you really are, making yourself more able to use your abilities, making them stronger, and then all of a sudden, you see what's really going on for yourself. And when you look at something and wonder what it is, you get out my books, guess what? There it is. Description. You. That's what it's about. You. All of you. Everyone. Everything. So I had to write the books and explain what happened and why. And this book 3, I always stay away from prophecy. I've told you that. And then this third book is about what's going to happen. So am I going against myself? Hell no. Not at all. I'm telling you basically stuff that's going to happen. The Fae going to start making bodies about 2080, 2084. Okay? That's going to happen. Why? It's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. Our friends in space coming in. That's going to happen soon. So, I'm no better than anything else, but I am what I am. I don't hide. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of any group of anything. That guy's big on camera. Come on, see me in person. I can't stand for more than 20 seconds, but I'll lean on something and give you eye-to-eye contact, and I don't blink. Not when there's a need not to. My eyes jump all over the place all the time. When my intent is there, it has never backed down. So glad to be getting out of this body. Those that are arrogant, those that are using other people, these folks are going to find themselves with great difficulty. You bring change by creating change. You're not sick other than having been abused. But creation has been sick a very long time. It was made to be sick, to make your spirit grow stronger. I'm not going to repeat any more of that. But I've pretty much done what I can do, and it's time for me to slowly bow out of here. There's some things about my last life. There's some things about my last life that a lot of people don't understand. I was in the body called Gandhi. I've said it for years. I've had people come out of nowhere that never met me from India. This lady said, "You look like Gandhi Ji." I thought that was so cute. She was so sweet. She had so much love in her heart. She and I were both tearing up a little bit. I remember her from that life. We were close. I was trying to get everyone to understand the value of animals. I told you judge a nation by the way they treat their animals. What have I been talking about this life? I tried to pull India together to make it free. I was doing very well in the original, first being female and male, most of the females. Her job is to run lives and stuff, while the alpha male spirit is the one that is the field everywhere. It was involved, but they destroyed that. And the two last fasts that I had, hunger strike is what it was actually. Wasn't a fast. Extended fast, yeah. Refusing to eat until people acted more responsibly. The second to last one hurt me. I deprived all the organs in my body of the nutrition they needed to stay alive, and I was already a very small man anyway, as far as physical stature. Physical composition, I should say, not stature. In this life, I have large physical composition. My cirrhosis, liver disease, is maxed out just about. But the last hunger strike I had, 2/3, 3/4 of my organs were already dying. I was dying. I couldn't even walk without these two young ladies holding me up. Then I got shot 4 times. I've been saying for years that I got shot 4 times, not 3. That part of me that is still what Gandhi was, that's stuck inside of me. I'm source, very powerful source, and it just, I am all the different fields of everything that's everywhere. I just don't have many of the female frequencies in me, less than 3%. But all the different types of energy, it's all there. So I bond with the body when I'm in it. And it got so pissed right away that I got shot 4 times. It just came out of my mouth when I was talking. It came out with anger. I'm like, damn, where'd that come from? And now people are finding out about the getting shot 4 times. People ask me, where are you buried? And I said, I don't know. I'm not. Something's wrong. I said that years ago, and then it turns out that they found me in a bank vault. Funny. So it's coming up on time for me to go. All my organs inside are shutting down anyway. I've been taking some real serious lung medication for 30 years. People say, you have a liver disease, cirrhosis from drinking. Really? About 10 years I didn't even drink at all. I didn't have any desire to want to or need to, and I had all these surgeries and had pain pills, and for, I don't know, close to a year or something, I just quit taking those cold turkey. Excuse me. Drugs are a dead end. Folks, don't take them. A little alcohol, if your body can deal with it. When your body can't, please don't. Don't hurt yourself. Everything in my life I've done because I needed to fulfill my purpose here. I've been in the body so much more than anyone else, and this is it. It's time for me to go home and perform my functions there. That's where the broom needs to sweep, and it needs to stay there. Constant sweep alert. Anyway, so now some of the stupid stuff on the other side is going nuts, bugging the hell out of me and Deanna. So I just keep killing it. In book number 3, I do a very brief summary of some of the stuff in book 1 and book 2. Folks, I'm talking super brief. Like 1, 2, or 3 chapters at the most. Just hitting a couple points, main points from books 1 and 2. You can't the flow of your knowledge to you will not be proper whatsoever unless you go book 1, book 2, book 3. They build on each other. There's so much I could tell you. There's so much I try to tell you. I do the best I can. That's all I know to do. Keep going, do the best I can, don't stop. It's time for this, and I don't, but it's time for this body to go. So this isn't a death threat or suicide threat or something stupid like that. It's just this main focal point of Lilly came here, and it's time for you to go home. I'm like, let's do it. So anyway, I don't have any way to contact a certain group of people, and it keeps growing. It keeps changing. The next 100 years, there's going to be such a strong change in creation. The next 2,000 years, 2,000 years from now, everything's going to be so totally different. The lives here in this universe are going to be greatly diminished. But the other universes, you'll be there having lives. But you're going to be in the new spirit bodies, energy bodies. You don't eat. You don't need to. you can live for a year on the energy that comes off of a basket of apples, a small basket of apples that fell from a tree. There's no harm, no abuse of anything. You can have children, but you do it as energy coming together, making focal points, and it releases. It's kind of automatic. As soon as you put the energies together, make the intention, and poof, it happens. You don't have a heart. You don't have disease of any sort. You can flow right through a wall, brick wall, and then you can build a body inside and sit down. The body it's like an angel body. When angels make physical bodies. Some people say, I don't want that. I want to feel, I want to touch. Wait till you see how good your senses work when you don't have a physical body to slow it down. Remember, you take a tuning fork, you smack it, you hear that nice tone, and then you smack it again, you hear that nice tone, stick it in some oil. What happens? Jay talks about things very simply. Well, that's because they're simple. Jay uses a lot of analogies. Well, that's how I understand things, and I figure I'm a simple person. It might be easier for you to have it that way. I'm not trying to prove I'm some kind of intelligent person. I'm no better than nothing else. Why shouldn't I? Jay thinks we're stupid. No, I don't. I think that literally you need to be free. And you are now. But everything has to change around you before you can really fully enjoy who you are. And you have to be able to relax and open up and see it for yourself. But the creation that was built to abuse you, even though the abusers are gone, dead, deleted, fini, no mas, what they created has to change. Excuse me, be changed. And it will be. So anyway, folks, those of you that know me a long time, this Lily's main focal point, and I'm Arae's main initial focal point, just like this Lily. We're hanging out. She's here to get me out of here, so we're going to finish this and get gone. No time frame, fast though, very fast. These other Lilies wanted other stuff to happen, and it's like, no, sorry, it's time to go. Lily's main focal point, my other half, she's like, she just doesn't even look at them. They're over there yapping at her, and she's just ignoring them. She's like, I'm here to do a job. Nothing's strong enough to stop me, and he's going home. So anyway, I've been waiting to get out of here for a long time, and things are being cut short so I can be where I need to be. I can't clean up a building if I'm out in the street. So anyway, now I can get this other stuff done. I'm still going to be here a few months, 2 months at least anyway. I expect it to be over that. I don't know. Lily won't tell me, and I'm not going to try to go into her. I've let her into me, and she's not running me, but she's running stuff around me. Excuse me. So, when I get out here, things are going to change greatly. You'll see for yourself. And those people that I've cranked up, and those people that are source, and they can get over their arrogance, because a lot of them are, they're going to get what they deserve. They're going to get taken care of properly. They're the ones that'll be cranking you up. Deanna only has so much time she can stay here. She's with a lot less than 10 years from now. She's not even going to be on this planet. So we have these folks, Serene, Melee, all the Arcobian, they're so cool. Anyway, Deanna will be on a Drak Explorer ship, flying around. 10 years from now, the new kids are really be coming into people's view. Earth time's 7 years old. Their development is more like a teenager. The physical bodies can be created not by splicing, but through, sperm and egg, very quickly. Their Sapoian, or what they call the Greys, the Sapoian are incredibly efficient about that. The laws of creation are already fundamentally changing. Next year, the change is permanent, final. Nothing can ever change that again. We all came from this original first being that was sick from loneliness and other issues. These other new ones that are just being produced by happenstance in the first dimension, which is closed off, nothing in and nothing's allowed out. They're going to be different. So anyway, those of you that, we've become friends over the years, thousands of you. Thank you for listening to me, for hearing me. I promise you it's going to be better. You already are. You're in touch with your abilities. And the field is what is going to make you even stronger. It's going to make everyone stronger, but those people I've cranked up is going to be real strong. Those P&R power up and removal consults I did for $400. A lot of you know what it's like with me in consult, with family members, animals being cranked up too, for free while we're doing the consult. Those people that had P&Rs, if you ever get a chance, talk to one of them. They got DNA ICUCs for less than half the price, and other family members there for free. I can't do it that much. So, for those people that have been crying, complaining about pricing, what the Spiritual Foundation charges for this stuff, about how it's all about money, I have two comforting words for you. Eat me. Eat me. It's not about money, but a certain amount of money has to be made per time frame, that's all. You'll see the change, folks. You'll see the change. I'll be the janitor. The guy that you don't see walking down the hall, but the guy who keeps it all clean, keeps it together for you. Some people say, we don't even have a janitor. Good. Means I'm doing my job right. I was made to do the best I can, to do the best I can for everyone. A lot of people don't understand me, but that's okay. I just want them to have good lives. And I've kept telling you all, and I understand it shouldn't make a lot of sense to you. People say it doesn't. Cool. Yeah, I'm not upset. It makes sense. How can you believe somebody can go in your brain and do what I do when I've proven it? It's not about me. It's about your new lives. Wait till book 3 comes out. Then all 3 books will start moving better, and there'll be some kind of a series price. Book 1, book 2, book 3, the creation series. So you can save a couple of bucks. We've got a few of the first books here. I have to sign them. It's not like a autographed, wow, it's special. It's just, signing it. Signing my name to it. Just like all these consults. You all know what I've done for you. You're not going to go on the internet and talk about it because there's no sense in it. There's no need to. I want you all to be happy. I want you to have good lives. And I'll be goddamned if you're not gonna. Goddamn, that's funny, isn't it? There is no God. But it damned all of you. Original first being. It was sick. It had too many lower frequencies or negativity. Anyway, folks, look, love you. Time to go downstairs, get some grapefruit juice, and get back to writing the 3rd book. You all like that. Stephanie Stiffwicks, I'm going to get a hold of you. It's time for me to take care of you and the family out there in Australia. So I need to have all of you ready for your jobs. Anyway, and Ruslan, Rachel, and Jaden, you all are going to enjoy this consult we're having. People, it's never been about money. Money is what we use to keep going. So it's insane. It's going to be fixed though. So anyway, folks, look, I love you, man. I can't tell you. I can't explain in few words what you mean to me, what's going to happen. I want to tell you, I promise this is going to happen, but you have my word this is going to happen. This change is coming. If I have no honor, I am not myself, I am nothing. Change is coming. Karma is coming back with a vengeance. I mean a vengeance. With an aggressive energy you've never seen and creation's never seen. Never. It's time for this crap to stop. Everything is equal. What thinks it isn't? What thinks it's better than other stuff? It's going to learn softly at first, and then after that. Well, imagine driving a car and have a 50-ton solid steel weight put on the top of the car. How else can everyone be free? How else can you have a society that can live together in harmony until people have respect for themselves and each other? And if you can't or won't, then you won't ever come in a body again. You won't have any kind of life. You'll have a place to live. Unless you're really abusive, then you're just going to be taken out, deleted. That's the only way this goes forward. Wait till you have your new lives, folks. You're going to love it. No pain, no eating, no sleeping. You just keep going. You make a body out of energy. It's solid living energy. There's no circulatory system, nervous system. You are energy. You're feeling constantly all the time. There's no body to make it hard to deal with, because you're you. Your abilities, strong. Very strong. So you're going to be more yourself than you've ever been before, while you're in body having a life. And you'll have lives according to who you are, relative to your own personal frequencies. Folks, love you, man. Take care and have a good one.